You know, sometimes life throws you into a moment so wild, so unfair, that it leaves you wondering how anyone could still doubt the power of truth and justice. This is one of those stories about a 12-year-old girl named Maya, a young girl who just wanted a simple snack at a hotel lobby and ended up caught in a nightmare no child should ever face. It all started at the Grand Regency Hotel. Picture this: a polished lobby with marble floors and chandeliers sparkling overhead, a place where the rich and powerful usually mingle. Maya, dressed sharp as always, holding her mother's platinum credit card, approaches the front desk to order some snacks while her mom, Victoria, is upstairs in a business meeting about buying the hotel. Simple, right? But not for Maya, because the woman behind that front desk, Ashley, sees her not as a little girl, but as a threat. Ashley didn't hesitate, in fact. She called the police, claiming a suspicious child was trying to use a stolen credit card. No proof, no verification, just assumption. You could almost hear the cold dismissal in her voice as she insisted Maya was lying about who her mom was. Your mom? And where exactly is she? Ashley asked, dripping with hostility like this was some big scam. Maya, polite and nervous, explained over and over that her mom was upstairs meeting the owner, Mr. Harrison. But Ashley wasn't listening. She was busy painting Maya as a criminal in front of hotel guests. Now here's the kicker. Victoria Williams wasn't just any mom. She was the CEO and founder of Williams Hospitality Group, a powerhouse with over 200 hotels worldwide, built from the ground up. A single mother who fought tooth and nail to break barriers in a tough industry, always composed but fiercely protective of her daughter. She believed in dignity and respect, yet just minutes later, her daughter was being treated like a thief. When the police finally arrived, it was like a scene out of a bad movie. 3 officers stormed in, led by Officer Thompson, who barely gave Maya a chance to speak before demanding answers. They questioned her like a hardened criminal, mocked her story, rolled their eyes, and dismissed the truth she kept telling. Victoria Williams? Let me guess, she's a doctor or a lawyer too. One sneered, clearly doubting that a black child could have a successful mother. Maya begged, just once please, can I call my mom? And they shut her down cold. Meanwhile, the hotel staff, instead of calming the situation, fanned the flames of suspicion. Even the hotel manager sided with Ashley, dismissing Maya's truth as fantasy. The 12-year-old was alone, scared, tears streaming down her face, fighting to be heard in a lobby full of adults who had already decided she was guilty. But then the elevator doors opened, and Victoria stepped out like a queen walking into battle. You could feel the tension snap in the air as her heels clicked purposefully across the marble, her gaze sharp and unyielding as she took in the scene. Police officers, staff, her daughter sobbing in a chair. Without hesitation, she demanded answers, her voice cold and commanding. I am her mother. Now get your hands off my daughter. That moment shattered the false narrative they had spun. The shock on Ashley's face was priceless, all the lies unraveling in an instant. Victoria's calm fury was like ice, cutting through their ignorance. She pulled out her ID, revealed her role, and called out the blatant racism that had allowed this injustice to happen. The officers stumbled, realizing they had grossly overstepped. The hotel owner himself, Mr. Harrison, stepped in, horrified that his staff had called the police on the very woman who was about to buy his hotel. The silence that followed was deafening. A reckoning had arrived. Victoria demanded investigations, badge numbers, accountability. No excusas, no dismisaos. She wasn't just fighting for her daughter. She was fighting for every child judged by the color of their skin rather than the content of their character. And she made it clear this wasn't just a mistake. It was a failure that would not be tolerated. Consequences came swift and hard. Officers suspended, Ashley and the manager fired, their careers unraveling under the weight of their actions. But what's remarkable is that Victoria didn't stop at punishment. She extended a hand, offering Ashley and Jessica a second chance, under strict conditions, bias training, community service, proving they had learned from this. Because here's the truth: change is possible. People can grow. if they're willing to face their mistakes. And Victoria believed in that, even when it hurt her the most. Meanwhile, Maya's story exploded across social media, capturing hearts worldwide. The video Mrs. Patterson had quietly recorded went viral overnight, sparking outrage and conversations about racial profiling, especially against children. News outlets lined up to tell their story, a mother's love and a daughter's strength standing up to injustice. Maya didn't just become a victim. She became a voice speaking at schools, inspiring other kids to believe in their worth, their right to be treated with respect. A scholarship fund in her name raised millions, supporting education for underprivileged children. And the Grand Regency itself transformed, embracing diversity and inclusion, led by a new manager who understood what true hospitality means. 6 months later, when Maya and Victoria returned, the hotel was almost unrecognizable, no longer a place shadowed by prejudice, but a beacon of hope. The lobby buzzed with warmth, the staff reflecting the community they served. And the plaque on the wall? It wasn't just words anymore. Williams Hospitality Group, where everyone belongs. As Victoria looked at her daughter, she saw not only the child she loved, but a young woman forged by fire, ready to carry the torch forward. "Ready to help me run this empire?" she asked. "Ready, Mom," Maya replied, voice steady and strong. This story reminds us all prejudice and discrimination are real, but they can be challenged and overcome. It shows us that justice isn't just about punishment, but also mercy, growth, and hope. And above all, it proves the most powerful force in the world is a mother's love. Maya walked into that hotel as a girl asking for a snack. She left as a symbol of courage and change. Her journey is far from over, but one thing's certain. Her voice is loud now, and the world is listening. So what do you think? How do we fight these injustices when they hide behind everyday encounters? Have you ever witnessed or faced something similar? Share your thoughts below, because conversations like this are the first step toward real change. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and spread the story because every voice matters.